much too good, I'm sure. Don't you be afraid of him if he should visit you. He's a great big coward.
Hey Taurus, what's going on, guys? Welcome to your October 2018 reading, and I'm so sorry that it is so late, guys. I'm sure you guys know, especially you Taurus, that there's just a lot going on this month. For those of you who don't know, I do have a Taurus moon, so I resonate a lot with Taurus energy, even though my moon is very early degree Taurus. I'm definitely feeling the energy though for Scorpio season this month and even Libra season. And I'm doing things a little bit different this month, guys. So as you can see, I've already got your reading laid out. I decided to shuffle the cards before the recordings this month because I have these cool gloves on and I didn't want the gloves to affect the shuffling. So I've already got a reading out here. Hopefully you're enjoying my little altar that I have set up. I actually have these white and black candles back here, Taurus, to represent the light and the dark this month because we're dealing with Libra. So Libra is a dual sign, balancing out both aspects of the light and the dark, the seen and the unseen. This is the time of year where light and dark kind of switch sides, which is why, Taurus, I did not do your video second. This is my first time not recording Taurus second. I'm actually recording you 8th. So I decided to flip the script a little bit this month with Libra energy and do Libra first and then Aries 7th, and I did Scorpio 2nd and Taurus 8th. So you see how usually Scorpio would be 8. You're 8 this month, Taurus. So it's kind of a mixture between that energy, you know. I feel that Libra kind of does that to our universe a little bit. And I just wanted to mention here that there's a significantly less amount of light with this candle here than there is dark. So it's very symbolic that we're heading into the times of darkness with fall. I'm not sure if any of you guys are like in different areas of the world where it's not fall, but I live in Michigan, and it's it's kind of an energy. We're approaching Halloween and things like that, Scorpio season, so, you know, I'm pretty sure all of us are just kind of feeling that the energies are turning more towards the mysterious, the secretive, the deep, okay, and that is showing up in your reading, Taurus. It really is, and it really dawned on me that, like, I did the Aries video a little while ago, and I can't believe that I allowed myself to wait so long to do the Taurus video this month because you guys are a very important sign. With Venus going retrograde, Libra season being your opposite sign as far as Venus, because Scorpio is your opposite sign too, Taurus. In astrology, Scorpio is right across from you on the zodiac wheel, but Libra is also your opposite because Libra is ruled by Venus along with you. So you're really dealing with some opposite energies this month, Taurus, with Libra and Scorpio energy. This is the time of year where you're dealing with direct opposition, okay? And I just want you guys to know, it was just the energy, you know. I get led to do these readings whenever the energy allows, whenever the space is clear. But I also was pretty busy, and I just don't like to rush the video, so I'm happy to be sitting here now, Taurus. And without further ado, I want to get into your reading, but I do want to tell you guys that there's very significant things happening. The way that it lined up, Taurus is the only video that I'm doing in the light. Like, all my videos so far, basically the first 7 videos that I did were done at nighttime. Taurus, right now it's about 5:51, it's like almost 6 o'clock. So yeah, I feel that's really symbolic. So for those of you who don't know yet, there is a Taurus full moon in about 5 days. It's on the 24th of October. So you guys are a really important sign this month because the full moon has finally reached your sign. It's going to be filled with light. So I feel like that was some symbolic that you guys are the sign that I'm doing in the light. Like, this must have just been meant to be. Now Gemini, I'm going to do Gemini after you guys, and they might be a little bit in the light too, but the sun is going to start setting, and Gemini's video will probably finish in the darkness. So it's really interesting, the symbolism. I'm not sure if you guys are picking up what I'm laying down here, but yeah, Taurus, some really weird shit going on with the light and the dark this month. I can tell you that much already. So I think I've mentioned all the cool facts and stuff like that. So let's get to the reading. I've already got it laid out. I have 3 different card decks that I'm using this month, and I have 3 different rows here. So the way I'm doing the readings this month is beginning, middle, and end of October, or past, present, and future. So we're about right here now, Taurus. This would be like the present moment a little bit. We're kind of in the middle of October, heading into the end of October. So this would definitely be the past, present, future, but however it relates to you guys, these messages are for you and from you and to you. So, you know, you guys kind of have to interpret it when it comes to your own lives, okay? So, Wisdom of the House of Night for the dark, Indigo Angel for the light, and then regular tarot to clarify. So really working with the light and the dark this month, Taurus, which is important for you because the full moon features light and dark, okay? Because the moon is a dark object. It's a subconscious force, and it's being filled with light, Taurus. So we'll just get with the reading, and we'll kind of just channel as we go, okay? So sorry for the long intro, but there's just a lot to talk to you guys about because, you know, your video is coming out a little bit late, so there's a lot going on here, okay? So let's go back into the past a little bit. This could have been beginning of October for some of you. This could be 7 years ago for some of you guys. So we'll just see how it relates. But we saw, oh, another thing, Taurus, sorry. Your cards came out so easy. Sometimes when I'm shuffling, it takes a while for the cards to come out. But for you, I mean, it was boom, 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 boom. Like, you guys are obviously ready. There might be some Tauruses that are like, where the fuck is my video from Pisces Priestess? Like, yeah, so your energy was super ready to get going. And this card popped out very, very quickly. The moon, how symbolic. So you could have entered October, or there was just some kind of energy in the past that had directly to do with your intuition, your deep, you know, inner knowing. This is so you, Taurus, because you have the full moon in your sign this month. So you've got some moon energy showing up. Could be Pisces energy, could be Cancer energy. If you are dealing with Pisces and Cancer, Taurus, that's really symbolic because you have a full moon in your sign this month. Cancer and Pisces, or Scorpio. So all the water signs could be very drawn to you this month because you have the moon's influence kind of flowing through your veins, okay? So the moon is coming up here. To me, this is a hidden energy. It's a psychic energy. It's an intuitive energy. It's an emotional energy. It's your soul, Taurus. And we have this black cat here, symbolized by spirituality. The moon is a very spiritual thing, okay? And there's certain phases going on right now with you, Taurus, that are going to come to a completion at the end of the month, okay? So there's a full cycle here that's coming a completion. A year ago, you had a full moon in Taurus. So now that energy is kind of coming back around, okay? Full moons bring endings and beginnings. So you, in the past or at the beginning of October, you guys were already feeling this intuitive energy because of the moon. Your intuition has been increased. There may be certain dreams that you're having or certain feelings that you're having that you can't quite explain. So you are an earth sign, Taurus, and I have a Taurus moon, so I understand how it feels to be when these energies mix, when spiritual meets Taurus. Taurus, you are the Hierophant card. So you do have that kind of priest, teacher, mentor energy. You're very wise, okay? So this is not super foreign to you. You're just an earth sign. So you're probably trying to ground these energies the best that you can, make logical sense out of them. So I'm wondering how that's going for all of you, but you did enter October under this moon. This whole month is filled with moon energy for you. So like I said, dreams, emotion, intuition, psychic abilities, stuff like that. Really, really spiritual, witchy vibes here. So Taurus is in a very, very mystical position in October. You're just feeling certain things beneath the veil, okay? Now, we have with this card, allow love. So I'm not sure if some of you guys are dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer, or if there's just someone secretive here that the situation needs to allow love. When I first got this card, Taurus, I really pictured this as you, and you trying to offer your heart to a situation. I mean, this woman, if you look at this card here, she looks a little bit uncomfortable offering her heart. She's obviously been hurt. So you guys could have entered October or some point in your past, even though there had been secrets, even though there had been, maybe you're going against your intuition, or maybe you're trying to trust your intuition and allow love into the situation, even though you know what's going on under the surface, you know what's going on in the secret realms. So this could be a hidden offer of love, but you're allowing love into the situation because you're ruled by Venus, Taurus, and Venus is retrograde. So there is a lot of reflection going on in love, which is a good combination here to say the moon is a reflective object. It reflects light into situations. So you could just be reflecting on heart matters, because we do have this heart here. This heart is definitely in this woman's hand. Her head is hanging low, so she's really, really timid about offering her heart. So this could be a person, this could be a place or a thing, friends, family members. There's just something that all of you are trying to offer your heart to, especially in the past, at the beginning of October. You're trying to allow love into the situation, aren't you, Taurus? Even though you know that there's something way deeper going on here, you're still offering your love. Why? Because just like I said last night, Taurus is the, how do I say it? You guys are kind of the best lovers, male or females. You are wifey, husband material. Because you guys are one of the most faithful zodiac signs. You're very nurturing, you're very loyal, because you're fixed earth. So you're able to stabilize what logically makes sense. You're able to stabilize the physical realms. You guys cook, you clean, you nurture, you do laundry, you fold. Everything's tidy. It's just, you guys are the perfect moms, the perfect wives, the perfect dads, husbands. It's just great. So you're trying to allow love, Taurus. You're trying to offer your heart potentially to a Cancer, to a Pisces, to a Scorpio. If you're not dealing with those signs, then you're allowing love secretively, or you're allowing love intuitively. Or maybe it's some kind of shadow. Maybe it's your shadow side, Taurus. We do have your shadow side coming up a lot, which you're going to have to face in October because of the moon being in your sign. So interestingly enough, to clarify both of these cards, we have the Knight of Cups. Hello, Pisces, again. So you've got two Pisces energies here. But, you know, the Knight of Cups doesn't have to be a Pisces. This is someone who's offering love. So these two cards go very, very perfect together. If only that cup was a heart. But see, in tarot, the cup represents feelings, emotions, you know, some kind of love offer or healing. So this two cards here, allowing love, this is definitely something that is synchronicity. These two cards are very similar, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could just be dealing with your emotion, but there's some kind of love offer at the beginning of October, and it could be secretive, but some of you really are dealing with Pisces energy, because we've got like 3 indicators here of Pisces. The Knight of Cups, the moon twice. So very interesting, Taurus. At some point in your past, there was this situation with this maybe Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or just emotionally. Some of you guys are trying to allow love emotionally into a situation. This could be a soulmate energy because we have the moon. But yeah, there's something here that needed love big time. Now, the Knight of Cups, he's a dreamer. He's romantic. Okay, so Taurus, you could just be trying to be more romantic coming into October. Or maybe this is either you or a person you're dealing with. But somebody wants to allow love into the situation. Somebody's trying to offer love. And it could be secretive. It could be like secretive love. So yeah, that's a very interesting combination. This is the number 50. So 5 plus 0 is 5. And the number 5 in astrology talks about Leo energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. But it also talks about romance. So there is a romantic energy here, Taurus. Or the lack thereof coming into October. It's going to be different for all of you. But this is a very romantic energy. It's a very soul, love energy. So Taurus is in their feels basically coming into October, because you're already feeling, you begin the month with feels and moon and secrets, and you end the month with kind of feels and moon and secret, okay? So that's the message for the beginning of October, or at some point in the past, okay? So let's move on to kind of what you're dealing with now, Taurus. So we have the listening card. All of these cards came out very, very quickly, and they all came out one at a time. So this is a very clear reading. It's either for you or it's not, okay? So listening. This is a card that comes up that talks directly about the light and dark. We have this little message here by this woman, and it says that the darkness does not always equal evil. Light does not always bring good. So that's exactly why I'm dealing with these energies this month, trying my best as a dual sign. I'm a dual sign too, like Libra and Gemini, to portray the light and the dark in a more honest way, right? Not evil or good, you know what I mean? Because the light can be evil and dark can be good. It just depends. We all have our own light and dark energy. So in your present moment, Taurus, whenever you're watching this, you could be watching this in 2 years, whatever. This is indicated for the present moment, okay? So whenever you're listening to this, that's what's coming up for your present moment. Listening to something, perhaps listening to your intuition, because we do have listening to your intuition here. Listening to your heart. Listen to your heart. sorry, I get struck by songs sometimes, but you don't know where you're going, and you don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. That could resonate for some of you. But you are listening, Taurus, okay? Listening. And this woman has a book, okay? So this, to me, brings up the fact that either you are listening or maybe you guys don't feel heard. I'm not sure why I'm feeling that way. But I did just feel kind of a vibe of Taurus not feeling heard in their present moment. But you guys are trying to listen to your intuition, your heart, love. You know, you're listening to these more mysterious energies, okay? And this is the moon's influence, guys. So it is really wise for you guys to be listening. Listen to what people are saying to you, Taurus. Not because it's not important what you're saying, but because in the position that you're in October, with all this magic and intuition and everything, you'd be surprised what you're able to hear between the lines, because people have no choice but to speak their truth to you this month, because you are really embodying this secretive energy. Plus, you're the opposite sign of Scorpio. So when the sun goes into Scorpio in a few days, you know, that's going to be opposite you. Scorpio is the sign that rules secrets and all that kind of stuff. So as the shadow of Scorpio, you hide the fact that you're also very intuitive and very able to pick up on people's true energies, people's secrets and lies and all that, okay? There could be some deception going on here in October for you, Taurus, because unfortunately the moon does rule deception and illusion too. So that's why intuition and deception go kind of hand in hand, because if you don't listen to your intuition, you're deceiving yourself, right? If you're hiding something or someone's hiding something, then that's more of a shadow energy. So you can use this moon's influence, however, but in your present moment, there is something that's trying to be said to you. Maybe this is listening to the universe, listening to your higher guides. But I feel like something is going to be said to you, Taurus, and you're really just going to hear it. Now, this thing could have been said to you several times before, but for some reason in your present moment, mid-October, you just hear this in the first, it seems as if you're hearing it for the first time, because you're hearing it in a different way. Listening with both ears, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you're doing some deep listening, Taurus, and you're listening to what you know and what you don't know, what you can see, what you can't see, because of this here. This light does not always mean good, dark does not always mean bad. So maybe you're listening to the light and the dark here about what it is that you have clarity over and what it is that you're going to have to dive a little deeper to find clarity. That's another full moon thing. The full moon is going to have Taurus. That's why the full moon gives us psychic abilities, because the universe knows that the moon is going to influence you and kind of pull you into the deep, okay? So people aren't going to really know what Taurus is up to this month. You guys are kind of hidden. There's a lot of shadow energy here. So do what you will in the dark, Taurus, and just know whatever you're doing. Now, the light is going to come into the full moon, so potentially this is secrets coming to light. Maybe this is some kind of deception or illusion that you're gaining clarity over. There's a lot here, Taurus, saying that whatever you didn't know months prior to October, you're going to know this month, because the full moon, it's just going to highlight certain secrets and feelings and intuition. It's kind of badass, honestly. So the card coming out with listening is Love Yourself, Taurus. So we had Allow Love, and now we have Love Yourself. So I feel at the beginning of October, there was someone who maybe even rejected you, Taurus. Maybe they're not being emotionally honest, or they're not being emotionally available, which is so weird because Taurus is not a water sign. Taurus is an earth sign. So I'm not sure how a Taurus would react to someone who's withholding emotions from them. I think you guys, it might be a value issue. Like, you don't value me enough to express how you feel, dude. Like, what's up? So, and I'm saying this because we moved from allow love, like you offered your heart to someone and now you're giving it to yourself. So maybe you need to allow love into your own energy, Taurus. You need to love yourself more. The best kind of love is self-love. So we do have a lot of self-love coming up here. Maybe this is a Venus lesson, Venus retrograde in Libra, and then Venus, what is retrograde right now, in your 7th house. So there's a lot here with relationships, Taurus. I mean, everything is about to move from your 6th house of lifestyle to your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, which is Scorpio. And this is going to hit home for you because you're ruled by Venus anyways. So Venus is the goddess of love, right? So I'm not sure if there was somebody who offered you love and you declined them, or if you offered love and it was declined. Now, Venus retrograde is a cock blocker. You know, Venus retrograde will cock block you because Venus retrograde is all about reflecting on intimacy, reflecting on our relationships. And when we get into those periods of time, sometimes we like to run into the arms of other people, or, you know, I don't know why people are just really starved for affection right now. Probably that's a Venus and Scorpio retrograde thing. But this is the time when Venus is retrograde where love offers are declined, you know, because Venus just isn't direct. She's just not sure what she wants right now. Plus, she's in a very deep underworld energy until Halloween. So until Halloween, Taurus, Venus is retrograde in Scorpio, but on Halloween, she's going to retrograde back into Libra. And I feel like there's going to be significant shifts when that happens. And then thank God in November, she's going to just go back direct and chill out. But, you know, Taurus, in your present moment, just focus on loving yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your heart. Listen to, you know, what loving yourself teaches you and what you're learning about you. You know, Taurus, like I said, you're so nurturing and so embracive and comforting. You know, how about being that for yourself? You know, being that mom figure for yourself. Being that father figure for yourself. Loving and nurturing thing, you know, just doing it for yourself, folding your own clothes and laundry. And I know what you're saying, like, well, Braylon, I do that for others and me. So I'm talking about it a little deeper, Taurus. You know, the love that you give others, how much you value other things, people, places. I think it would be really amazing this month if you kind of redirected that value to you, putting yourself first for once, listening to your own needs, wants, and desires. Okay, it's your time to shine, Taurus. And you're entering some sort of phase of listening to what makes you happy and loving yourself. Because we have another number 5. We have the 23rd. So there might be something on October 23rd that really pushes you. Now, this is a day before that full moon of yours, okay? So the day before the full moon on October 23rd, you really want to listen deeply to the universe. Listen to what people are saying, all right? Because I'm going to talk about the full moon in Taurus in a few days. But, oh my goodness, Taurus, this full moon is really going to complete certain things for people that they no longer value, okay? Because you're all about value, Taurus. You're all about worth. You're all about personal resources, right? So right now, the moon is a personal resource for you. Loving yourself is a resource that you can utilize. And now, it's not physical, right? It's not materialistic, but right now, Taurus, it's all about spiritual resources, emotional resources. And it shows in your reading. You have this Knight of Cups and the moon and all this love energy. So yeah, this is definitely, your resources are becoming a little bit more spiritual and emotional this month. And we have that 23rd. So make sure you're really loving yourself on the 23rd, listening to you, listening to the light and the dark, and listening to whatever people decide to tell you on that day before that full moon. But 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is 5 again, Leo again. If there's any conversations that take place with a Leo, Leo is all about love, okay? So that might be why Leo is coming up, because Leo is ruled by the heart, okay? Unconditional love. So yeah, 23, 3 plus 2 is 5. This is about romance again, okay? But maybe self-romance, you know, romancing yourself, nurturing yourself, Taurus, going out and doing things that you value for yourself. That would be great to do in your present moment. And it would be also great to do on the full moon in Taurus, to just go out and get your nails done, or whatever you guys like to do. But we have listening and loving yourself. So love yourself and listen. Listening to the love that you have for yourself. Now, the card I have to clarify love yourself and listening is the 6 of Swords, Taurus. So more emotional energy, even though it's being hidden by the mind, because this is a sword card. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with an air sign, or this is just communication. Now, we did have listening. So there is something here about listening to the love that you have for yourself. I am picking up on kind of a sad energy, Taurus. I've been picking up on it your whole reading, because this card comes up for people who are traveling or moving away from something that was emotionally toxic or unstable. Now we have these waves here, okay? So there was too much waves going on in the water, Taurus. This was not a stable environment physically, emotionally, or mentally. So now, in your present moment, you guys could really be moving away from something mentally, physically, emotionally. And we have 3 people in this card: a young child, someone who wants to remain hidden, and then this male figure who's actually moving this boat. Now, this is really metaphorical, because this could be a bus driver and a mother and a child who are finally taking that bus to see somebody. This could be movement, travel. This could be you driving across a bridge while you're crying. So I'm not sure what these three people represent. There's just something in the situation where there's a strong person who's actually moving this boat across to calmer waters. There's someone who's hidden, which I always see this person as a woman. And then there's a small child involved. So some of you guys, this might have children involved. But either way, Taurus, this is the mental decision to leave something behind, even though, you know, it's sad. This is sad travels, okay? In your present moment, you are leaving something. And if you haven't physically left yet, you have emotionally detached from the situation, and you're thinking about leaving, moving, traveling, you know, just moving. Now, this is literally, you know, this is somebody who gets in a boat and leaves. Okay, and they're leaving behind these waters here that are really unstable. It could be a water sign that is unstable for some of you, that is trying to offer you love at the beginning of October, but you're like, nah, I'm out. I love myself too much to continue to stay in this situation. I'm going to listen to my intuition, my mind, my hopes, my dreams, and I'm going to leave. Because in the future, there's much more stability over here. The waters are much more calmer. So, you know, you have to leave something behind to get to something better, Taurus. You have to close a door before you open another one. And this is coming up right in your present moment. So I feel like right before that full moon, you guys make a decision. You know, that moon is going to be very powerful for you guys this month. And, you know, for you guys aren't usually super expressive about your emotions as an earth sign. But the moon does bring a lot of emotion to the surface, a lot of hidden emotion that you've really kept hidden for a long time. In Taurus, you know, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. So, and I'm talking about someone who's messing with you, they're probably lost you. Like, some of you guys are really leaving a person, place, or thing behind. Now, for some of you, this is going to be leaving a job or leaving a home or something like that. But for others of you, this is really about leaving a person behind, like a relationship. Because we have love yourself. So some of you guys are choosing love. Thank you, Venus. You're choosing to love yourself, and you're choosing to listen to your own heart's desires. And you're going to leave something behind. You're going to make the decision, and you're in the middle of October to really travel. Now, we have travel here twice. Some of you guys are leaving behind a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you guys are leaving behind some kind of love offer. You know, so you guys might decline someone else's love to choose your own love. But this is some kind of movement. You're moving away from something, someone, someplace that was emotionally, like, out of control. It was not stable. And it's kind of hard to leave it behind, Taurus. I feel your energy. It's very hard to leave this thing behind, but you know it's for the best. You know it's what's meant to be. So you leave, okay? There's some kind of travel. So that's going to be different for all of you guys. But in the middle of October, Taurus is on the move. Because of their emotion. Now look out, because if you're cross-watching for a Taurus, you know, we're in our feelings right now. And Taurus is usually really realistic and grounded, but right now we have this full moon in October. You know, it's going to be Scorpio season. So especially our relationships, if our emotions are not being valued or stable in our relationships, we're going to leave that behind in October for good, like straight up. So very interesting there in your present moment, Taurus. You're listening and you're loving yourself enough to leave a person, place, or thing behind. It could be a job, it could be a friendship. It's going to be different for all of you guys, but I do see a strong indicator here about love. Okay, so let's move into the future of how we end October, Taurus. All these cards came out very, very precisely, okay? So we have chaos. Now, Scorpio had this as well. Aquarius had this as well. So I haven't done Leo yet, but maybe all the fixed signs are dealing with some kind of chaos right now because the North and South Node are about to move into cardinal energies, right? Capricorn and Cancer in November. So I don't know what's going on with certain people with this chaos energy. But we're all dealing with, now this is kind of like the Tower card, okay? So this is how you end October, Taurus. There could just be some kind of chaos, some kind of drama. Now be very careful because there is a lot of drama and criticism this month with the Scorpio Libra cusp. So this card does talk about literally just staying away from drama at the end of October. But yeah, there's something here, Taurus. Now when I see this card for you, I always think of how tornadoes uproot houses, okay? Tornadoes can literally, you guys are cows, in astrology, you're bulls. And you know how in those tornado movies, cows just be flying in the air, okay? So you could just be really, really, it's like a Wizard of Oz energy right here, okay? You're like no longer in Kansas, Taurus. So wherever you were, you are no longer there at the end of October. Now that can be a little bit chaotic for us because we don't like change. You know, we like to receive a piece of land. We like a fence around that land, and this is our land. We're very territorial is what I'm trying to say. But tornadoes don't give a fuck about fences or ground or trees. They will uproot everything. It don't matter how far in the ground it's rooted. Tornadoes sometimes are powerful enough to just kind of chaotically remove things in its path. Now, Taurus, this could be you. You could be this tornado, okay? I'm not sure. This is just some sort of chaos, okay? You guys are gonna feel a little bit chaotic after this full moon. This is after your full moon. This is your future. There is some sort of chaos in the future. I don't think it's horrible chaos. I think there's just gonna be things kind of a little bit all over the place. Now, okay, for Taurus, that is chaos. That is very chaotic. When your home isn't in order and stuff like that. Now, I'm hearing there's no place like home, just like Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz. So this could have to do with the home environment. It could have to do with the Sagittarius for some of you, because we have the 9 up there. In astrology, Sagittarius is the 9th house. So if you're not dealing with the Sagittarius, this might just mean that you're learning. I always see this as you're learning from this chaos. So, you know, if that helps, Taurus, I don't know. I'm just trying to buckle up for the end of October, because there is going to be certain things that, like, this is Halloween. Who wants to be a tornado for Halloween? Like, who wants to dress up as chaos for Halloween? Like, no one. This is like such an awesome holiday. No one wants to deal with chaos at the end of October, but there is going to be chaos. There is going to be chaos. The card that I have with this for you, Taurus, is Explore. Okay, so we've got this guy here, this woman, this man, whatever, crossing this bridge. Okay, so what I'm hearing for some of you is that somebody burned a bridge with you. Like this, all this chaos has completely burned. Like, I don't know why this is coming up, but there's a bridge here. It's all water under the bridge now, right, Taurus? So, yeah, it's really interesting that we have these water images coming up here, because we had that boat, okay, with those people, and now we have you kind of walking over water, walking on water, because now this moon has really showed you how to harness your emotion. You're going to know so much more about your emotion at the end of October that you're going to literally be able to just say, oh, it's all water under the bridge now, and you're just kind of walking over this water or walking on top of water. But this is the Explore card. So even though there's some sort of chaos going on, wherever this tornado uproots you from and wherever you fall and land, kind of like Dorothy, you know, like, yeah, it was chaotic, the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever, and it was chaotic, you know, and then when the house drops in the Land of Oz or whatever, then she explores Oz, you know, like follow the yellow brick road type of thing, Taurus, and that is coming up. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. This is the card that is coming out to clarify, explore chaos. So Taurus, the only way to stabilize a situation that is chaotic is to literally ask yourself, are you anxious about this chaos or are you excited? Does this tornado give you anxiety or does it make you excited? Anxiety and excitement are the same energy. So my best advice to you guys towards the end of the month is to explore the chaos of your emotion. You feel so many different things at the end of this month, Taurus. Could have to do with the fucking Pisces again, because we have the moon. This is literally the Pisces card, but it's also known as Cancer. You could be dealing with any of the water signs this month for sure, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do see Libra here, so we do have Libra here, but I don't see any fire signs. I don't even see any earth energy. This is all about you communicating your emotion. This is about you gaining clarity over what has been emotionally chaotic for you, emotionally unstable, okay? You're literally getting over emotion, because we even have this knight here. This knight, the horse, he's stepping over that stream, okay? Just like in this card, this person. So there's something here about embracing your emotions so that you can kind of move smoothly across it, okay? We have this person you're just gliding through the fields this month, Taurus, to love yourself. So again, this moon energy coming up, exploring what's hidden. There is hidden chaos here, Taurus, hidden soul chaos. But you have your intuition to help you this month, to help you explore, you know. So don't get too wrapped up in this tornado. I feel like this is just something that isn't stable. You know, this is some kind of storm coming in at the end of the month that that you can just learn from, Taurus. It's going to expand you. You know, I know some of you might lose a house or lose a relationship. You might lose a job, something. You're going to lose something that it was your stability. But you know, Taurus, I feel like all of us have been in, like, okay, this is a Taurus thing. Taurus like to be stable. Taurus like to, you know, have logical, I don't know, you guys just like things to be logically stable. Like, you want your house to be stable and your money and stuff like that, because you're the fixed earth sign. So that's all good and everything, Taurus, but correct me if I'm wrong, we spend a lot of time in comfort zones because of that. We spend a lot of time in comfort zones because of that. So this is the removal of a comfortable relationship that we don't really like, a comfortable living situation that's like toxic. This is a storm that is going to remove what no longer values us, you know, so that we can kind of gain our own values and things. That's why we're exploring this new realm. Why would explore and chaos come out? Because, you know, we're getting uprooted so we can explore something greater, right? Explore, Taurus. At the end of the month, yeah, something chaotic happens, but right after the chaos is this huge adventure, right? Sagittarius is another adventure sign. So, you know, Sagittarius, I'm not sure why Sag is coming up, but Sagittarius would explore this tornado. They don't give a fuck, right? This is transformation, Taurus, okay? And you're not going to be able to get away from that because Scorpio is your opposite sign, and they are all about transformation. So explore this chaos, explore this transformation, explore the way that you feel. This could be certain dreams. This could just be emotional chaos for some of you guys, but explore the different feelings that you're having. Feelings that you haven't felt in a while for a person, place, or thing. Maybe you're just exploring a hidden realm. But yeah, we have the moon there at the end of the month. So I do see Pisces and Pisces. You guys might start the month off with a significant Pisces. Maybe you end the month with a significant Pisces. But we have the moon twice as well. We start the month off with the moon. We end the month with the moon. So this is really, really intuitive. I almost said Cancer. But this is really intuitive stuff, Taurus. And I feel like you guys are just leaving something old emotionally to get to something new emotionally. The moon is about new beginnings and completions, right? This is some kind of completion for you guys emotionally at the end of October that you're really needing to explore. And I love that path. I love that follow the yellow brick road thing, because you're following your own intuition. You're following your own light, Taurus, and you're exploring hidden realms. You're exploring your own emotion. Now, this is your subconscious, so dreams are coming up here for sure. But I do see you guys headed towards mental clarity. You know, certain secrets may come up, Taurus, but this is all so that you can really be somewhere that's actually stable. Because wherever we've been, it's like half-assed stable. We've been able to feel that the vibration isn't really stable, but it's just kind of working for us, you know, so we're just comfortable here. But no, we're leaving that behind because we need to love ourselves. You know, at the end of the day, Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so self-love is so important. So, let's go back here and clarify all these cards. We have the bottom of the deck now to talk about. So, we have the moon, we have listening, and we have chaos. So, even though things are chaotic in October, Taurus, listen deeply to what's going on, especially the things that you know intuitively. So to clarify the moon, listening to your intuition for sure through this chaos. We have the warrior. This came out for Aries, could be dealing with an Aries. Now we have this number 2, Taurus. You are the number 2 in astrology. You're all about value. Okay, so the warrior, this is about fighting. This is about strength. This is about loyalty and perseverance. Okay, now this could be someone in your life. This does talk about, you know, you needing to, this card talks about needing to be with a warrior. So if the person, place, or thing that you're with doesn't embody a warrior like essence, then the universe is trying to take you away from that person so that you can realign with someone who's willing to fight for you, right? Someone who's willing to go to war for you and not with you, Taurus. The warrior. Now, it's right underneath the moon, so this could be a soul, you guys are fighting like soul battles. Some of you guys could be battling with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or battling love, like you're fighting your own heart and your own intuition. Like maybe we've got some heart, mind, and intuition conflict going on, Taurus. Like maybe your heart wants one thing, but your mind is telling you no, but your emotions are telling you yes. So we've got some conflict here with the heart and the mind and intuition. So you could be battling all these things. Now this could just be something that you're battling over, something financial, because we have that number 2 up there. Now this could be 2 people fighting, of course. You guys are all fighting something. You're fighting emotional battles, you're fighting love battles, you're fighting subconscious battles. Your subconscious is, you know, it is going to be covered in dark, but it's also going to be being lit up, okay? So there's going to be things that come to the subconscious light of awareness. But yeah, you guys could definitely, at the beginning of October specifically, could have been dealing with certain financial battles, battling someone over resources or something like that. Yeah, the warrior. And then the high priestess of earth. So yeah, Taurus, you are a fighter. You came into October fighting. This is literally Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And we have the 2 and we have the 3. So that's a synchronicity there. So you might have some very earthly choices to make. You do have choices to make between the light and the dark, for sure, because now we have 2 different pictures that have the light and the dark. One white cat, one black cat, one white wing, one black wing. So there's a reminder here of something that you already learned in October that's coming to the surface again. You definitely have choices to make, Taurus, and you need to make those choices like a fighter, like a warrior, okay? And so allow love, love yourself, and explore. So you guys are exploring self-love this month. You guys might be, you know, leaving someone behind so that you can explore self-love for once, or so that you can explore other love. Maybe it's a hidden love, I'm not sure. You guys are exploring something that's hidden, walking down a very hidden path this month. Now, it's interesting, Taurus, you guys are all about tradition, but in this card, those 2 pillars, those represent tradition, and the path in between is walking your own. It's maybe you guys at the end of the month decide to walk or move in a direction that is like kind of untraditional for you, Taurus. So people are going to be like, whoa, Taurus, you're doing that? And you're like, yeah, you're fucking right, I'm doing that. So we have show appreciation. So I don't know, there's allow love and show appreciation. So there is something here about allowing love into a situation, showing appreciation for those who show appreciation to you, Taurus. Loving yourself, show appreciation to your motherfucking self. Now here's a Leo again. Some of you are dealing with Leo. And then explore, you know, show appreciation and explore. And this tiger is like drinking from water, okay? So there's a situation here about taming some sort of beast. Taming maybe it's you, Taurus. You know how you guys are when you get those red flags. You like to charge for them, like toro, you know, like the bull riding and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys are trying to allow love into a situation with someone or something. Like either this is you, Taurus, or this is you. I feel like this is you. But there is a situation where there's some sort of like beast or tiger that could literally like snap at any minute and claw you up. And then there's this angelic woman who's not afraid of this tiger. She's led him to water. So you can lead a horse to water, Taurus, but you can't make it drink, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it to drink. So what that saying always means to me is that you can give advice, you know what I'm saying? You can like lead a person, like it's our children. You can lead somebody to a road, but it's ultimately up to them. So there might be a situation like that too, where you're really trying to help somebody out, but maybe not all of you are successful in that. And we have pray there too, all right? But I do see when this card comes up for me, it's like some of you are not feeling appreciated, and that might be why you're ultimately, you know, leaving these, like leaving this thing behind, this person, place, or thing, because, you know, there's not enough appreciation shown, and AKA, you don't value me enough, and I'm a Taurus, and if you don't value me, I'm gone. So some of you guys are fighting battles along those lines, okay? And you're exploring realms, okay? It's really interesting. So for the Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Moon, okay. So Knight of Cups is being clarified by justice. So this is karmic. This could be like some sort of court. You guys could be doing some kind of, I don't know if it's a divorce or what's going on. But some of you also could be receiving a love offer from a Libra. Maybe some of you guys are offering your love to a Libra, but we have Libra and love offer. Now, if it's not a Libra, it's very karmic. This is some kind of justice coming in, justice emotionally. Maybe it's some kind of karma with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because the justice card is here. This is Libra season, okay? So you definitely felt Libra season this month, the first couple weeks of October. But this is fairness and harmony in karma, okay? The court system, justice, equality. So some of you guys could either be receiving a love offer in Libra season, or maybe it's just some kind of emotional balance. There's so many different ways to interpret this, but I do see a karmic love offer, maybe marriage for some of you. I don't know if child support is involved in this or whatever, but now we have the Six of Swords. So I don't know if you're getting a love offer from a Libra or to a Libra, or just a love offer in Libra season, or if something is really karmically balancing out with a water sign. But now we have the Six of Swords. So some of you guys are, headed towards a Libra energy, or headed towards, some of you guys, this is child support, because we have a woman and a kid who left, and they're headed right towards the judicial system. So yeah, we have justice coming up here. Either way, Taurus, you're headed towards justice and a more balanced, fair energy. This is seriously Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So some of you could be headed towards a Libra. No, that could be a friend or a lover or a family member. There's just a significant Libra here when it comes to this Pisces or this love offer. You could be leaving behind a Libra. But also, I feel like these travels that whatever you're leaving behind in the middle of October, it's so that you can gain more justice. It's so that karma can balance out. So this is very karmic. Alright? And then we have the moon, another Pisces. So there could be a Libra here. Maybe this is the Libra moon. So the Libra moon was on October 9th, I believe. So the Libra new moon could have been really important for you guys. But we have a Pisces and a Libra here. Okay? Or we have a Libra who may have certain secrets, or who may be emotional. Maybe some of you have a Libra moon. So if you're watching and you have a Libra moon, hello, awesome, your energy is showing up. This is also emotional balance, Taurus. So this moon at the end of the month in your sign is going to balance out your emotion, okay? And you're going to receive certain, now if there's anyone who lied to you, deceived you, if there's any illusions, those are going to be karmically, like, you're going to gain awareness, and they're going to karmically balance out. But we do have some sort of moon energy with Libra. So I feel like this moon is really going to balance things out for you guys. And there is a Pisces Libra energy here. Okay, and underneath the Libra card, we have the Two of Cups. So if you're not dealing with a Libra lover, then this is love in Libra season, okay? Because of that whole Venus retrograde. Now, this is Venus going back into Libra. So at the end of October going into November, things could really change in your relationships because of that whole Scorpio energy too. But this is a reconciliation. Some of you guys might have left behind. You might leave somebody. I feel like you're leaving someone to get with someone else, Taurus. Because, you know, this could be someone coming back to you. Alright? I don't know if you're traveling to or fro. But the Two of Cups is a significant relationship. Could be a Leo as well with that lion there. But yeah, karmic partnerships and marriages, this is like seriously a marriage here. There's something that is changing, Taurus, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Something that's changing within that energy. Love is changing, karma, right? Someone could be reconciling. And we have literally the Queen of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. But this is like seriously a Libra card for me. This could be the energy you're embodying, Taurus, you know, because you're going to be crystal clear. Ending October, you don't just go through a full moon and not know certain shit. So you're going to be crystal clear about what you appreciate, what you love, what you're fighting for, okay? And look who it is. We literally have the Hierophant. So here is you, Taurus. This is you. This is certain conversations. This is certain clarity that is being brought to Taurus. This is you saying what you mean, meaning what you say, and maybe cutting some heads off too, because the Queen of Swords can be a little bit of a bitch. You know what I mean? So you might have to be a bitch, Taurus, to some of these people. This is your commitments. Now, we have air energy. So for those of you who are dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, males or females, they're coming up here. But I do see that this is more so your mental space. This is more so conversations, Taurus. And then the Six of Cups. Look at that. The Six of Cups. This is your children. This is a soulmate. This is someone. Now, someone really did walk away. I do see someone walked away, okay? Now, if this doesn't have to do with your children, this is a nostalgic energy. High school sweethearts, going back to hometowns that you haven't been, seeing children that you haven't seen in a long time. But to me, this is straight up a message about, yeah, Taurus, wow. So there is a message here about a soulmate coming back from the past. So if you have the opportunity to leave somebody behind in October who no longer serves you, do it. Because this could be the trigger to someone more important coming back into your life. This could be certain children coming back into your life, but to me this is seriously a soulmate that you're having a second opportunity with. And I know it's that because now we have the lovers, okay? Now we have the lovers and with the King of Swords. So now we have the King and the Queen of Swords. So this is literally a twin flame. Okay, strong air energy, but also just mental commune. So there's someone here that's communicating from a distance. Somebody might have to travel to see one another. Okay, we did have the Six of Swords, so that might be why you're traveling. But you have a decision to make, Taurus, between two people, or maybe you just have a decision to make when it comes to love. All right, but there's going to be some conversations that take place in this soulmate. This is such a twin flame vibe. You know, it really is. So just be careful of emotional deception, because we do have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here that could be linked to this hidden agenda. Okay, we have the King of Cups, so y'all might be choosing between two different, maybe a water sign that things have completed with. But yeah, Seven of Swords with the King of Swords. I don't like that because that's emotional manipulation. That's, you know, but don't worry about it, Taurus, because all of that is going to come to the light. Somebody has a hidden agenda here. But it's okay, because you have a soulmate that's coming back from the past. Something that's being resurrected by that Scorpio energy. This is Scorpio energy. Somebody's going to be resurrected from your past. It could be a friendship for some of you, but I see love heavily here. And I do see conversations taking place about distance. Like some of you guys are in long distance relationships. But yeah, Taurus, that was just simply beautiful. And I do see a lot of karma in your relationships changing. Okay, and we had your card show up directly, the Hierophant, and then look, the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, the wheel of karma is turning. It's balancing out. Now Taurus, you are on this card. You are right there. So you are directly involved in this situation. Could be dealing with a Leo, Scorpio, or an Aquarius, but either way, things are changing, and it's headed towards a more balanced life. Okay. So, pretty interesting reading. I can't wait to watch that over tonight after I upload it, just so I can apply it to my Taurus moon, because there's just a lot going on with Taurus. So, my best advice for you guys is to just really harness your emotions this month, because they're not going to hurt you, they're going to help you. They're going to help you see beyond the veil, see into certain secrets and illusions and stuff, okay? So, wherever you're being led to go in your present moment, follow that emotion, follow that intuition. Because moving into November, when we're dealing with all the 7th house stuff, we're going to be somewhere much more stable mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, all that good stuff, Taurus. So hopefully this helps. Sorry it was late, guys, but it was worth the wait for me. This was a beautiful reading. This might be the best reading I did all month. Now it doesn't surprise me because you have that full moon in your sign. So just buckle up for that, guys. And I will actually be doing a video for that moon. So I would really like to see some of you Tauruses there watching. That would be really awesome because you guys are really important for that full moon happening, okay? So I will talk to you guys on the full moon in Taurus, and if I don't see you there, I'll talk to you in November. See ya.